Uh, Today we'll see about the data management in Salesforce. Okay, data management means how to deal with the bulk data. Okay, so sometimes the client requests that they want to load the bulk data. Let's say for example the sales reps, they are collected the information of leads. Okay, they went for a trade show or something. Okay, there they collected the information of people who can be leads to their company. Let's say they have huge data of 10,000 people. So can you, the sales rep has to go and create for each and every record. How much time it takes, right? It takes a lot of time to create one by one records. Okay, here for testing we are creating the records. But in the real time, if there is a bulk data, they don't create the records one by one. Okay, we do the data load, bulk data load at one time. Okay, so in Salesforce, the Salesforce supports two types of tools for loading the bulk data. One is import wizard, another one is data loader. These are tools for loading the bulk data. Okay, so we'll see data loader first. Data loader is a client application for the bulk import or export the data. Import or exporting the data, and it has a different actions like insert. Insert is nothing but import. Another one is export, export the data, and delete, update, and upsert. Okay, insert, export, delete, update, and upsert. Upsert means, see, insert means inserting the data, importing the data into object. Okay, let's say we have 10,000, we can import 10,000 leads. We can import the 10,000 leads at a time into the lead object instead of creating one by one. Okay, and export. Export means if you want to export the data to Excel sheet or something, we can export the bulk data by giving some filter criteria or something. Okay, we can export the data to Excel. Next, delete. If you want to delete the bulk data, let's say there are like duplicates. Let's say there are 5,000 duplicates in our leads. We want to delete that all the duplicates. We can't go to each and every record and delete one by one, right? We have to identify them using some filter and delete them at once. So this delete functionality is also available through this data loader. Not only for inserting, for exporting, deleting, updating. Like let's say for example you went a trade show and got the 10,000 leads, and in that 10,000 let's say the email IDs are wrong, 5,000 email IDs are wrong. You have the phone numbers. This what the sales reps do. The sales reps do the cold calling. They'll do the calls to that leads. Sir, this is your information correct? Something. So they will collect the email ID at the time also. So now they got all the 5,000 email IDs. They want to update their records. They already imported that 10,000 records into the system, but the email IDs are wrong or email IDs are blank. Somebody did not give their email ID. So now when the sales rep do the cold calling, they will collect their email IDs. They will validate their email IDs, and once they collect their email IDs, now they want to update their 5,000 records, right? 5,000 email IDs are wrong. So they can't go to each record again. Do the update for the same records. The records will be updated with a new email ID. Okay. Are you getting? Are any confusion here?
No. Yeah, I'm getting it.
So you can update the fields. Like you have the fields, right? So you can, if you miss any information, now while importing you missed lead source. Later on you got the value to lead source. Okay, you can keep this value and import the, like update this record again using the update function in the data load. Okay, and next one is upsert. Upsert means it will update the if there is any record in the system. If the record is already there in the system, then it will go to that particular record and updates this record. If that record is not there in the system, it will create a new record. Insert
Okay.
plus update. Insert plus update is nothing but upsert.
Okay.
Okay. Insert plus update. Nothing but upsert. Update the existing record if it is in the system. If it is not there in the system, create a new record. Insert a new record. That's mean by upsert. Okay. Is this clear? Insert, export, delete, update and upsert.
Yeah.
So other than this, we have all two more functions, export all and delete all. Okay, we'll see that too also. So when importing data, data loader reads the file format in CSV, comma separated value, CSV file. It does not read Excel files. Okay,
Okay.
it will read the CSV files. So you guys have idea about the CSV files?
No,
Okay,
I don't have any idea.
okay, I'll show you that. So the data loader features like it will support you to do the operation with 5 million records, more than 5 million records. Okay, and it has a field mapping, like while loading the data, you need to tell the data loader or to which field you have to load the data, right? So that is what you do with the mapping, field mapping.
Okay.
Okay, and it is supported for all the objects including the custom objects. In all objects you can load the data including any custom object you create. It will not restrict you.
Okay.
Okay, and it will give you the success and error files. For example, if you fail to load the data, it will show you the error file. What are the errors with information? Or if your data load is succeeded, then it will give you the success file showing that these are all the records are created in your object. Okay, and it is having the built-in CSV file viewer. I'll show you this, and it supports for Windows 7. Okay, these are the data loader features. Where you download the data loader is administer, data management, expand the data management. You will see the data loader setup. So the data loader is which you need to download to your desktop. This is the only one thing we download to our desktop in the Salesforce. Okay.
Okay.
Setup, data management, data loader.
Okay.
Where it is. Yeah. Download data loader for Windows. If you have Windows or Mac. Okay. So download. I already have this. So you can download this to your desktop.
Okay.
Once after downloading, you will get this kind of icon on your desktop. The S one, this one. Red color S. I think I already have it. So when you open the data loader, you can see insert, update, upsert, delete, hard delete, export, export all. Okay, these are all the functions we have. Okay. Yeah, this is a old look. I don't know whether you get this look or that one.
Okay.
So now you need to do some kind of settings here. Here, once after you downloading, here you can see the settings. click the settings. Yeah. So here the batch size. Batch size mean, let's say you have 10,000 or 1 lakh records. The Salesforce will not process your 1 lakh records at a time. It will do it in batches. First it will send 200 records or 2000 records, whatever you mention here, the size of the batch. So it will process only that amount of records. So it is best practice always to process 200 records at a time, not more than this, because it will take so much time. So you can split that 1 lakh records into 200, 200, 200 and process. For inserting, updating or for exporting anything, first it will take 200 and process. Okay, dividing the bulk data into batches. Okay, is this clear, the batch size? This is
Yeah.
also interview question for you. What would
Okay.
be the batch size, the best practice? Only 200, and below 200 is also best. Okay. Next one is a server host. This is also main important. Like which organization you want to load the data, the test environment or the production environment. So
Okay.
your developer edition also considered as production only. That's why you need to give the login.salesforce.com. So if you want to load the data to your test environment, you have to give test.salesforce.com. The sandboxes contain different URL, which is test.salesforce.com. Okay. So
Okay.
you can't get any sandbox. Sandboxes are given only with unlimited and enterprise editions.
Okay.
Okay, the test environments are provided by the main editions only. Okay, next one is you can set any timeout query, anything, and time zone also. If you have any proxy host port restricted in your company, you have to give those proxy host and port here. If not, just leave them blank. Okay, and yeah, use bulk API. If you want to process the large number of records, like more than 10 lakhs or something, then you can use it. You can check this checkbox. Use bulk API checkbox. Okay. Next one is server host is nothing but this server host. Insert null values. Okay. Uh, yeah, this checkbox. Insert null values. This mean uh, insert null values means, for example, you want to clear a value. You want to for example, on the leads, you want to, let's say you found the number of location field, the value which is here, the 1130, you found this as a wrong. For 10,000 records it is wrong. Now you want to make this blank. Okay, it's a wrong value, you don't know the exact value, so you don't want to see the wrong information, right? You want to make this blank for all those 10,000 records. So how you do that is, just you have to check this insert null values checkbox. Then it will, and you will prepare a CSV file with a null value and load that CSV file. Then it will insert the null here, nothing but a blank. It will delete this particular field value for all those 10,000 records. Okay, is this clear?
Yeah.
Insert null values.
Mhm.
Pranita, any doubts for you? Okay, so batch size, insert null value, server, use bulk API. Next we'll do some kind of insert. So yeah, here we need to give the username and password after clicking the insert. Okay, So I have the file. Yeah, that's my file. Now I want to insert data into position object. Okay, this is how I prepare the CSV file. While we are talking about the objects, okay, we compared the object with Excel sheet, right? You remember object, how
Yeah.
an object is. Object is position, and these columns are called fields, okay,
Yeah.
and these rows like the position title, education requirements are fields, and each column
Record.
represents a record, right?
Yeah.
So here
Yeah.
in the position title, we give the position titles.
Mm.
These are all the records now we are going to insert. These are all the records. Educational requirement field, we are going to this value, give this value for this particular record, functional area. So, like this you have to prepare your CSV file. Okay, in the Excel only you have to prepare this file. After preparing the file in Excel, okay, click file and save as, select any folder, okay, and here the save as type, you have to select CSV, comma delimited, okay, you have to select this file type CSV,
Mm.
okay, and save. Just click yes, whatever the notification you get. So these are all the fields right now I have in my position object. Okay,
Okay.
so I'll just create this kind of CSV file. Is this clear, or shall I create a new one for just for your information?
No, it is clear. But CSV file, but we do create it in Excel only.
Excel only, like I'll go here, create new in any folder
Yeah.
you want, Microsoft Excel
Okay.
sheet, give the name. I'll just create position, insert. So I'll just insert. This is
Okay.
Excel now, empty. Okay. So what are my
Yeah.
fields in the position? Better go to the position object. Fields. Okay. I have this. First one is position title. Position title. Next. Apex. These are all not there, but still we can do. Close date. Days open. So this is the formula. In the formula we don't need to do any kind of data load. It will calculate based on our inputs, right?
Yeah.
Hiring managed as a lookup, so we don't need to provide anything. This is a very important for admin to loading the data because it's admin job only. It's very important to load the data into correct fields. If one thing misses or one field data goes wrong, it will be a complete mess because everything works with the data only. So that's why we have to look into, like we have to verify many times after creating the CSV file. It's a correct field. Did we have the data or not? Position title already we have. Skills requirement. Time. Okay, now we have all our fields ready. So now we need the data to create the records, right? Position title. Close date. Okay, have the close date. Yeah, close date. Educational requirements. Functional area. Verified by date. Skills required. We don't have status field. We already created the status field. So
We
yeah,
did.
status is there. We will use it here. I'll create it. Travel required. Travel required. See true false. Why?
Because we have given it as checkbox.
Yes, exactly. Similarly for Apex and C Sharp also, we can use this true false because they are checkbox. Java, checkbox, JavaScript, checkbox. So we are just pasting the values. So this is lengthy, that's why it is getting longer.
So this one is just whatever we have, whatever fields we have created, just copy and pasting, and it's doing its work on its own, like calculations and all.
Calculations in the sense?
No, like if now it is checkbox thing, right?
Hmm.
True and false, it has come up automatically.
Yeah, it will
So,
come up automatically. If it is true, it will get the right mark. If it is false, it is blank.
okay, okay, okay.
Next type is full-time or part-time. I'm going to go state, skills required, job description. This formatting only takes a lot of time. Let it be not a problem. But look and feel hiring manager they have given here. We'll see this hiring manager later. After inserting, we'll do the update for the hiring manager. Okay, responsibilities. Minimum pay and maximum pay. Thanks. Thanks, pay. You're missing anything? open date. Okay, so we have all the values. These are all the records we are going to insert now into position object. Okay, position insert. This is an Excel. Now file, save as, select the folder where you want to store. See, this is type Excel. Now change this type to CSV. Save. Say yes. Okay, now your file is ready. Okay, with all the fields and data mapped to that fields. Go to data loader. So the settings are fine. Oh, this is login. Login.salesforce.com. Okay. So now we need to insert. Give the password. So we need to give the username. What is your username?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's Sindhu at mycompany.com.
Okay. And password.
SCHEN 1292.
Okay. So login.salesforce.com. Click login. Check your username and password if you can't log in. It's giving some error. I'll copy and paste from here. So maybe there is some problem. What I'll do is I'll send you a security token. Okay, that security token will allow us to log in. You will receive a mail
Okay.
with that security token. Just we need to append that security token to our password. For getting the security token, go to setup, my settings, personal, reset my security token. Okay, reset the security token. So you will receive to your mail. Just copy and paste that here security token.
Okay.
Okay. So now we insert password authentication and give the name, username, and your password.
SCHEN12.
After password, just append the security token. Copy the security token. Append this security token to your password.
Okay.
Okay, and log in. Yeah, login successful.
Okay.
Okay, click next. Now which object you need to choose your object to load the data. Okay, here you need to select your position object. Okay, position object you selected, and browse your CSV file. Where is your CSV file? It is somewhere in some folder. Okay, browse. It is in this folder here for me, and click open. Okay, click next. It is initializing here. You can see initializing Salesforce object and CSV file. So it contains 13 records. Okay, so we are going to insert 13 records in position object. Click OK. Now you need to do the mapping for the fields. Okay, create or edit map. Click this one. Now here see, if you click auto match fields, it will automatically match the fields using the name. Okay, see, these are all the fields from Salesforce, the top area which you are seeing, the top area, the fields from Salesforce, and these are all the fields like the row names, column headers in your CSV file. This one is showing there. Okay, so now you need to map your Salesforce fields with your CSV column headers. Okay, apex, drag, drop here, exact. So apex mapped. Now C#, drop, drag and drop here. Close date, drag, drop here. Drag from top and drop in this down. Map to your CSV. This is Salesforce field educational requirement. I am mapping it to our CSV column header. So whatever the data in the column header will be loaded into Salesforce educational requirement field. Okay, if I click auto match fields, see, it will automatically match the fields. 3 fields are left: hiring manager, owner ID and record type ID, because we didn't have these fields in our CSV. Whatever have, it is mapped automatically based on name. Okay, that's why I just copied and pasted from the object, so it can map easily. Okay, is this clear, the mapping? If we have the exact field name in our CSV column header, it will map automatically. Like responsibilities, I just copied here. Okay, which exactly we have in the object here. So it can map automatically when we give the exact name. Okay, is this clear?
I disconnected from here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So are you are running out of time, or you can see this? You have time to
Yeah, I
this.
can see. Yeah, I have time.
Okay. Then
She said she's going to. She's
okay.
connecting again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll wait for her. Okay. 5 minutes. Is
We
that
can
okay for you?
continue.
You can continue.
Yeah, she said we can continue and she will try to log in again.
Okay then. So this mapping is clear.
Yeah.
Then click OK after mapping. And now next, your mapping is done. These are the file column header, and these are all the Salesforce fields, which you can see __C. Nothing but the Salesforce fields. Okay. Click next. And now I said it will give us the success and error files, right? Success and error files after loading the data. If it is failed or success, it will give us the 2 files. So where you want to store that data, it is asking. Where you want to store that 2 files, success and error files. Just click and set any location in your system. So I am just setting desktop, my folder. Click OK. So in that folder, in the desktop, in the Salesforce training folder, it will store the success and error files. Okay. Click Finish. You have chosen to insert new records. Click Yes to begin. Do you want to proceed? Click Yes. See here, 13. There were 0 successful inserts and 13 errors. We have 13 errors. So we can go to that error file and see what are all the errors. So in our like here we have seen a inbuilt CSV viewer. Inbuilt CSV viewer. Here we can see here in the data loader itself we can see the view success and error files. Instead of going to our desktop and where we store the success and error files, here only we can see the file view errors. So it will show us the error why it is given. Yeah, see this. What is our error? Error. Invalid field. Fail to deserialize a field at column 12 due to is not a valid type for Apex. Valid type maximum pay. And for here required field missing. One thing. One error. Okay, so these are all the errors. We can go to our file and resolve that errors and load it again. Okay, so we got the error at max pay. It's not a valid for the type. We'll go to our folder. See the success file and error file. It created. You go to error file. This is the error file. At max pay. We got error at max pay. What is max pay type? It's currency. 7, 2. Okay, as it is currency, we can just remove that dollar sign by formatting. Okay, and minimum pay also. Currency. Save. So this is my error file. Okay. This in the error file only I just formatted and removed that error message and saving this again. Position. Import. Save. Okay. I'll go and insert again. Select the position object. choose the file which is the new one, position import, open, next. Click next, finish. Okay, storing the error and success files at this folder. Again errors, 0 success and 12 errors, errors. Failed to deserialize field is not valid for the type. I think we are getting the problem with this comma. Sales. I'll just remove this comma separating. From the sales number and remove this separator. Okay. Save again. Go to insert, select the position object, browse the file, do the mapping, click OK, next, finish. Again errors. This time different error. Invalid pick list. Status. Bad value for restricted pick list. Closed file. Open approved. And here some required fields are missing for position. So if the field is a required and we are not providing data into that field, it will give us this required field missing error. Okay. Close date. Close date is required and we are not providing data in that field. So it is giving us error for these two records. And for other one, the status, we don't have these values or what? Open, approved, closed, filed in the status field. It is there, but still why it is giving status. closed file. We have, because might be this is a small f here, and in the document we have capital 1. Open approved. So the value should be exactly same as the value. It will give us bad value. Error. Next position. Okay. And close date field. So now we have closed it. Field have values, and minimum pay, maximum pay are formatted, which doesn't have any comma. Okay. And now go again, insert position import. Same errors. Required field missing. Position title. Position title is required field. Sindhu, we need the required position title. Where is that? This one. We'll just remove this field required. So if any field which is required here and does not have data, then it will really scold us. The data.
Yeah.
Okay. And now do it again. This time at least. Position. Is this clear steps? Shall I go once again? Shall I go through? This is mapping. Sindhu, did you see this mapping? Are you logged up at the time?
I didn't see this one.
Okay, so these are all the column header fields, nothing but the fields in our CSV file, the column headers which we have in our CSV file. Now this we have to map this field with our Salesforce field. Then only it will load the data into correct field. Like if we map travel required to skill required in the Salesforce, so it's of no use, right?
Yeah.
So if we map type to skill required, it will give us error. Status to skill required, something like that. If we no need to, like, we should not mismap the fields. Okay. So create and edit map. These are all on the top. You can see the Salesforce fields, the Salesforce object fields. These are all the column headers which you have in your CSV. So Apex, map to Apex. Just drag and drop. C#,
Okay.
map to C#, map, close date. See here, the C# is mapped to close date. You just need to move here to the C#, close date. So if the fields are exact, having the same exact names in the Excel, okay, in the CSV, we have the exact names, then we can click auto match fields. So it will automatically match the fields which have the exact names. Okay, just click auto match. So it will map type, travel required. So the __ C represents it's a Salesforce field. Okay, these are the column headers, and these fields in the Salesforce hiring manager, owner, and record type doesn't have any values. That's why it did not match to our CSV fields. Okay, then click OK, click next. Now here it will generate success and error files. Okay. So it is asking where to store that success and error files. Okay, I'm just gave some path in my system. Click browse and select any path. Okay, I just selected this folder to store my success and error files. Click finish. Wow, 12 success. And you can see that there are 12 success and inserts and 0 errors. Okay. Go to your folder where you have success files. Here you can see them. Yeah, these are the latest success and error files. You can see the success file. See the status, item created. That means successfully created the records in your system. And if you go to any error file, go to the recent error file, there will be nothing. So no errors. Okay, now you go to your position object. and click go. See, these are all the data which you loaded using the data loader. See the data, max pay, min pay, JavaScript. You gave the checkbox, right? True, false.
Yeah.
If it is true, it will check this right mark. If it is false,
Oh.
then it will be blank. The job description, responsibility, skill required, everything is loaded
Okay.
perfectly. Open date, days open. The days open is a formula calculated automatically based on the data.
Okay.
Okay, travel required is not a, it's a yes or no.
Uh, it's a
I gave true. I thought it's a checkbox one. Okay, functional area, type and status, everything is filled, right?
mm,
Have you find this data loader? It's quite interesting or boring kind of thing.
it's interesting, a bit confusing. I mean, until we do it, I think it will be confusing.
Yeah, do the download the data loader today and
Yeah.
okay. So now none of these positions have hiring manager. Okay, the
Yeah.
hiring manager field is blank. Okay, I'll click the quickly in 10 minutes I'll complete this. You guys have any
Okay.
problem with the time
No, no,
constraint?
it's okay.
Pranita, for you?
Yeah, I will continue tomorrow. I will follow the recordings.
Okay, okay then. Okay, no problem, Pranita.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
So here the hiring manager is a lookup to user, right? It's not a normal field, normal text or date kind of field. It's a lookup field, right? Lookup means we are looking into some other object, user object,
Yes.
and getting the username. So if we
Yeah.
give the direct username
Mm,
through the data loader, it will not take. Okay.
okay.
So here we have to give that particular user ID while updating.
Okay.
Okay, for updating we need IDs.
Mm,
Okay, so based on that ID it will get that particular user and show up here.
okay.
Okay, that updating using ID we'll see it in tomorrow class only. Once Pranita see again she'll get doubt. That.
Okay.
Okay, is this clear? The inserting part is clear.
Yeah, it is.
So
Think I'll
just
go through it once.
yeah, just download the data loader. Okay, and prepare the CSV file for the position
Okay.
object only as we prepared. Give any
Okay.
position titles and all. Already you have data here, so based on this data you can prepare the file.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and try to
Yeah.
insert that file using the data
Okay.
loader.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, then we'll catch up tomorrow and we'll complete the data loader and import wizard one.